Hey, traders. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. Doing what we do every day, just looking at Bitcoin that has now achieved from its previous high to low an 88% retrace. We're now, of course, like a Gartley cipher idea, the pattern completion zone was at the 786. You got a nice reaction there before you rallied to the next fib node, the last fib node before the 100% retrace. So, I don't think anything crazy's happened yet. No major rejection candle so far, but definitely people taking profit. A lot of consolidation and chop going on at your deepest retrace, 56,655. So the idea for like maybe a bear shark pattern, the 886, sure, but there's not so much. I don't know. Really tough to say that there's much bearish divergence. Trying to argue that from this high to this high, there's lower levels of Momo, but there's so much chop in between, it's not really that clear. But this is an area where a reversal could occur if not enough bids come in. But man, the daily looks spectacular. Look at this daily chart. So nice, man. You were just dollars away from test. You were so close, man. Well, maybe on Binance you did. Yeah, on Binance you certainly, let's see, it was that close. Wow. Where you see the highest point ever where traders settled up right there. The high of 55,000. Well, the highest close ever was 57,408. And recently today you got as high as 57,387. So dollars away from like testing that highest point. So, and you pulled back pretty well since then. But man, it's been Chop City trying to. It's pretty much just like exchanges making a killing on people over leveraging on longs. Really just being too greedy, irresponsible. They got to get shaken out, liquidated before the price can continue higher, right? So that's what's going on. Get wrecked, irresponsible leverage traders. All right, everyone else living the dream, right? Isn't it amazing what's happening? Second level of positive momentum. And it's only just begun. You're not overbought. You were look at the RSI on the 67 on the daily. Dude, that is perfect for much higher prices. Where, the daily just looks like it could go to 60, 65, 70K. That's just based on how it's going, man. All right. But yeah, you could chop. 786, 886 is definitely where like any sort of consolidation like could occur, right? It may not, but just because there's not much backing up the XABCD here, right? We're just talking about this. Remember, this is the shark here. It was like either a cipher or Gartley at the 786. You exceeded the 886. Okay, so now you can say it's a bear shark pattern. So if you're at a PCZ of a harmonic, you always got to be cognizant and aware of that. But we also are an active trade setup. Active trade setup with first target 61,300 and change. So it could reverse here, but at the same time, if you don't have help, if you only have a harmonic, that's just not a very strong argument alone. You got to have the bearish divergence. You got to have daily time scale, weekly time scale, really bad looking too. You got to have, and you normally want a bear trend. You want looking left, historical context where there was like this, way back in 2000, man, we got to this price and there's a big resistance there. That type of stuff's what you want. You don't have any of that. So, again, man, this is an asset that is so different than all the others out there where there's just a finite supply and there is no OTC market, and institutions are desperately buying massive amounts of Bitcoin off exchanges. So you just got to wonder, how can a bearish pattern play out with that fundamental understanding of what's happening with supply demand? All right. Great news, though. We're just, what percentage point away are we from all-time highs? Dude, you're 3.48% away from all-time highs. You're talking, we're in striking distance. This can happen next day, right? If market participants wanted it to happen, all right? That's how close you are. It's not 10% away, not 3.48% at this current price, where you were even closer earlier when you were at 57,300 plus. So, but some great news, great stuff going on with Bitcoin, but not so great across the altcoin market, where Bitcoin dominance, it's been at that congestion area for like a better half of a month. and it's now popping to the upside, getting out of that congestion area, or trying to get back out of that congestion area. So, I mean, we can look at Bitcoin dominance so you can see real quick what I'm talking about. What? Good to see everyone. Hope you're here. I don't even know. This is what I was talking about. It popped even more earlier, but just this area. Right where, like, historically, something crazy always happens here. Whether it's either it falls below the congestion area and dumps massively, except that one time we made that inverse head and shoulders, or it breaks through or holds and then runs up to like 70% of the total market cap for all of crypto. So there was a nice bullish divergence, or there is divergence developing here. So you think that it's implying upside, but it's Bitcoin dominant, so let's take TA with a grain of salt on this, because maybe that's not, yeah, no one's actually trading this like they would be trading an individual asset. Okay, so that's it. And that's maybe why altcoins are struggling, or you're seeing like it just on this chart how altcoins might be dumping. So like, for instance, Ethereum down almost 3% today. I mean, could be bearish engulfing, and could, I mean, if it doesn't keep going, which if Bitcoin was to hit all-time highs and then breach and get back into price discovery, then Ethereum's going to follow it, and that hidden bearish divergence would eventually become, that idea of potential hidden bearish divergence becoming valid if we ever got a close on the daily above 1955. But as you can see right here, like from that peak, right where the histogram island is, you're making higher levels on lower prices, so you got to keep rallying to omit that, for that to not happen. Same thing here, right? Like this one, actually, Ethereum has not exceeded its PCZ of a potential bearish cipher pattern. Not yet. It's at it. It's actually reversing and consolidating at the pattern completion zone of the bearish cipher perfectly, right? But on the 4 hour, there's not like really, I mean, it didn't actually even get really, I mean, it got right at it, man. So that's okay. Chopping around, going sideways. Even if it sells off some, okay, mild retraces, shallow retraces happen before it can go again if Bitcoin's going to keep going. So we just know, I mean, like these could be profit-taking levels. This is where reversals could happen on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and not Litecoin yet. Litecoin's been vastly underperforming, so just pay attention to it. It's not, I'm not saying that it's going to go down with certainty. I'm just saying, like, these patterns throughout history, 100 years, they emerge and they can act as reversals. That's it. But the good news is there's just not that much help with any other variables. I mean, kind of the argument's a little stronger on Ethereum, just because look at this little zone of resistance, you know, from February 10th to February 17th, right? That makes the harmonic maybe a little stronger, because you actually have historical resistance at the pattern completion zone. You see what I'm saying? Bitcoin has none of that, even at the 886. So just be mindful. That's why I'm here, right? Oh, Litecoin. See what I'm saying? Like, Litecoin is not even close. I mean, it's getting there. It's slowly getting there. It's $202. It looks like it's trying to back test that high from March 3rd as support, which is good. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, like, resistance February 10th, support February 15th, resistance March 3rd, and now it's trying to act as support again. So, you know, you got to think, like, if that holds, then it could be ready to run again to 228. Okay, and at that level, that's a major resistance from history that lines up with the pattern completion zone of a potential bearish cyber pattern. All right, it makes more sense that could reverse majorly there than Bitcoin right now. Okay. I never said algo was going to blow up yesterday. I said the move was coming one way or another, and it didn't catch the bids. It hit that sell wall, and there was still not enough demand, and then Bitcoin dominance started taking over, and all these altcoins started getting shattered, getting wrecked, except a handful. So you just can't control that. You can't predict, like, well, Bitcoin goes up and then altcoins get wrecked. I mean, see what I'm saying? Like, well, what happens when most of the time Bitcoin goes up, the altcoins go up too? Not this time. It's that crappy passing correlation stuff
Let's go Bitcoin, time to make new highs soon. Love your stream. Big ups from Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Thank you, dude, for the contribution in the L's. God, it's like, if you notice across the market, right? I mean, it was breaking on stream. It was attempting a breakout. And it's called a fake out. It reversed with like everything else, mostly everything else in the market. And look at it now, right? It couldn't do it. So if we adjust here to this newer trend line, it's still like, if you adjust that, the new data, you're still inside what could be maybe an ascending triangle. So it's just welcome to crypto, where fake outs happen. Not enough demand, too much supply here still, so the buyers relented. But as long as there are buyers that come in before a low of lower than $1 happens, then you're fine. Then there's another high low, there's more accumulation. So it's just extending on out, man. Extending on out. What's up, Gavin, man? Oh God, dude, GameStop. Killed it. Yeah, that should have been on the thumbnail. Forgot. Just, it's doing stupid stuff every day though, so.
Hi, can you do a big long technical analysis on GameStop dollar GME please? I think need to analyze things. You can do it please?
Yes. Of course. GameStop Connect, that I guess is worthy of being early on the stream. So I'm just looking at this because it's like, you just gotta understand, I mean, like, that's why, like, there was no confirmation of the breakout. It was happening though, but you have to wait for candle close confirmation. So if you actually watch the stream more than one day, you understand, oh yeah, we didn't ever get confirmation of the breakout ever. So nope, it was breaking out, but it failed. Fake out. But it's still making higher lows, so it's still okay until it gets a candle close below $1. And then you're probably screwed at that point. GameStop, why not, man? I mean, there's a lot of things to look at, I guess, but GameStop, real quick, go into it. Rudy poo. But it all started with hidden bullish divergence on the daily, and it's making that attempted rally. Look at that hidden divergence, bullish Marabazoo. Look at it, man. It got as high today as $348. It closed at $265, but it got as low today as $170. Are you kidding me? I mean, you gotta understand how unbelievable this volatile. 104% swing in price in a trading session, in one trading session.
CGLD to the list. THX for the TA.
So far, like, thanks, dude. So I just can't imagine, like, have fun with that. If you're into that, have at it, Haas, all right? But it's really nice to see the hidden bullish divergence usher in an attempted rally. And that's it. So I wish there was more to talk about. I mean, this is like you're in no man's land. You're way above all-time highs. You're just, let's talk about a retrace. I think you hit a 78% retrace from your high to low. No, you didn't. You didn't get quite there. You hit the 618 though, and that is a textbook long-legged doji on the daily. Well, more like a spinning top. It could definitely be argued as a long-legged doji because the body is so small, but you could also say spinning top too. So they're both major indecision candles.
Methods confirmed at the end of April. Would be pretty great for Bitcoin Z.
We'll look at it, Sam. The US dollar index, sure. It was a joke, but we did it. We did it, man. The only thing is the Bitcoin to Monopoly money. Of course, we'll look at that.
Gavin Crown tipped $100. It was a joke. You know, the only thing I truly desire is BTC CAD. Mitch.
What? You don't desire Mitch rate NFTs? So today I did something, Gavin, in chat, everyone. I created like my first NFT, and I don't know what to do. There are 20 of these available. This is the first one. All right. You know, bids have come in or whatever, but like 20 available, and I guess the highest bid is 10% of a wrapped ether at $180. Dang, dude. See, someone put in a bid for one of these at $180. So I just posted the link to it if you want to bid on it. I just trying to think, like, is $100, $200, since it's the first one ever, and we'll be making more of these, but not really sure yet what to accept. With a Canadian dollar, man. Canadian dollar. Let's look at it. It's a pretty gorgeous chart, despite the loonies, man. Here it is. Dang, man, what? So you're in the... Oh, it's a different... somehow on this one, Capital.com is not universal time, so you're already on the new day for this one, Canadian dollar. But nevertheless, a beautiful parabolic trend that hit the actual curve demand line. Second level positive Momo. So much room to run to the upside. It hit 70,000. It's at above $70,000. So that's it. That's your Canadian. I wish there was more time, but don't we analyze this every day, Gavin, man?
Bruh.
Nothing's up. Dang that. 0.1, 10% of a freaking wrapped ether. Let's go, dude. What's up? What's up, Dow Jones? Speaking of Dow Jones, right? All-time highs today. Here it is. Great segue. Here it is, man. Highest wick ever, highest candle close ever, 32,297. You can see just a really well developed uptrend. Look at that heart line support. You gotta love it, man. So you're just nearing the top of it. You could go up a little bit higher, pull back some, and just it keeps on going, right? That's it. Dow Jones. So it's like only a couple actually fared well today when it came to Bitcoin's nice run to the upside.
Is that a joint?
So Gavin, man. Oh yeah, it's a free money glitch. Let's go. Please show me the way. Is that Arbitrage
Gavin Crown
Connect?
tipped $42. Yo, free money glitch, buy Bitcoin and USD and sell in CAD. Guarantee $15,000 to $20,000 profit every time, no questions asked.
Dude, we got it, man. We broke the game. No one's ever done that before.
For loot? We dipped from yesterday
Of course.
to profit. I did not pull the trigger yet.
I don't know about loot. Loot was like, it was there and then it blew up and then it came back, and so it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe but it was like, it was looking good and then it went insane right beforehand. So I don't know. If you didn't pull the trigger on it before when we were looking at it, it's kind of like that big move happened that we were looking. The way it looked, the accumulation was so nuts. Larry, thanks to 20. Here's BAT to the US dollar. Hidden bullish divergence certainly played out in the 4 hour. You had 3 rising valleys. Think about how powerful a 4 hour pattern is. 4 hour pattern, when it's created, manufactured at an old major ice line from the year before and years prior, like even 2018 goes back. Look at this. July 2018. I mean, candle high close February 2018, right? You understand the 4 hour patterns created at that level, and there's hidden bullish divergence on the daily. You get it, right? I mean, hopefully some of this is getting in your mind, and it's going to help you be more critical as a trader. Look at it, man. 3 times off the 200 moving average. It's like you back tested the spring, and then you finally created the pattern. There was hidden bullish divergence even on the third valley. There were too many. This was a trade setup, right? It just hit the second target today, which was 87.9 cents. Right here it was posted the last day of the month of February. Last day. I mean, pretty much the first of the month, right? Hidden divergence. The pattern was there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You're only at 2 or 3 targets hit. Boom. All right, so we got one more target to go, which is like all-time highs at $1.08. Definitely thinking time. BAT could make its way there. All right. Good stuff. So I guess Jesus chimes for target hit. Yeah, dude, like NFTs are crazy because it's like someone would buy this for $100 and then a year later, it's the first one. Someone would be like, "Oh, well, I'll pay $200 for it." Right? I mean, that's kind of the way they're supposed to work anyway. So it's pretty much you're taking along on the this community's longevity. Like if you think this community is going to keep growing the way it's growing, or you think it's going to not grow. If you think it's going to keep growing, buying NFTs that are like to the community you're a part of makes sense, right? You can now like take advantage of a small community's growth. Versus before, you could never really do that. Like Probes buying the Pepe mugs or something. This is like a more sophisticated way to invest in a community, right? Pretty cool, man. So we got 30 minutes till your daily candle close. Bitcoin's just, my God, dude, the swing between 55,500 and 57,200, almost $2,000 swing, man, in a 4-hour period. So, but yeah, we'll be getting like really cool, unique ones down the road. All right, so BAT was good. H-bar is crazy, man. Broke out. I mean, if you adjust right here for this wick, I think it back tested the breakout. But yeah, see, if you like adjust like that, then it did back test the breakout before it went higher, and man, it got to 24 cents. It's like, so the next psychological resistance above 20 cents is 25 cents. It was almost there, man, but this one was beautiful. This one was like a very educational asset for people learning. Like it was, all patrons were pinged about it. You sprung above a resistance, you back tested it as support. I think that was that it? Yeah, was it? I think that was where trader set up on the daily, and bounced off the 200 moving average, inverse head shoulders, and it was also one bottom, a second bottom too, right? So big rally off that, sold off, hit the heart line, hidden bullish divergence developed at the heart line. It held, rallied, chopped around its previous all-time highs, and then went, right? Actually spent time testing that supply line at upsloping resistance again, pulled back for like, hours, and then broke it. So man, yeah, some of these doing really well. Theta's out of this world, man. It's gone. Remember the dragon? This is a legendary dragon, right? You're at 647. I mean, above $5, eventually $10. It's like $1 at a time, but anything above 5 is normally 10 is next. I mean, on this one, this is one of the best performing assets that exists in crypto so far this year. I mean, for real. It's so bullish. I mean, this was a trade setup that has gone nuts, right? I mean, absolutely out of here.
Hey Mitch, what is your thoughts on the NIMSM airdrop tomorrow? Scam more opportunity? Thanks, bro.
I don't know, man. Airdrops are like kind of desperate now, especially an asset that's been around for so long. It's like, you're not good enough to do something with your product to make it worth a crap in 4 years. You have to keep doing airdrops. Pathetic, I think it's pretty desperate, pathetic, but that's just IMO. Oh, maybe there's a real legit reason why Nemesis XCM is doing airdrops, giving away their crap. They can't even give it away. It's so worthless, right? I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe not. Okay. I was gonna do something. I was gonna look. Hold on. Let me find this real quick. Does anyone agree with me or not on that? On like Nemesis giving away their cryptos and they've been around for so long? It's like pathetic. No one else think that? what are you even doing? Like, you should have spent time making your product worth something. So here it is, man. Here is the Theta trade setup posted February 3rd. All right. See the thought process, the hidden bullish divergence, like locally, even further back, and you were above an old all-time high, and you were making higher lows, consolidating, and it was already such a good performer. I mean, it was like the buying signal, kind of, and I think the 4-hour even showed some good stuff too. It was also like the acceleration of accumulation locally, zoomed in. It's like, yeah, what, $5? Really? I mean, is $5 not good enough? I mean, traditional targets, kind of. Just using psychological resistance, you think $5, right? Now you're at 642. So it's just running away from rather kind of insane targets. I mean, think about the entry being at 215 and then the third target's $5. What is that, 150% appreciation in value? Is just crazy. So, all right, well, that stuff you can get the Patreon if you join the Patreon. If you want to learn more about swing trading and technical analysis, you want to be part of one of the most active communities out there. Patreon.com's pinned. Patreon.com/MitchRayTA. Please cease and desist. Get wrecked, Nemesis. It's not my fault. Your project sucks. Okay. What's up, Michael?
Michael Parker tipped $25. Mitch, hope you are well. Can we get an update on Ford?
Yeah, we can look at Ford Motors, the old EV narrative, harmonic. So, beautiful. So let's request that first request. Or not first, but one of them. Like, oh yeah, man, it was like kind of an inverse head and shoulders, then it failed, but then it's held above an ice line of 358 and then made a higher low than the previous low and then went again. So yeah, sometimes like these patterns are created and then they morph into something else. Dang, dude, CBT, let's go. And Ross, thank you, man. Ross's thunder was stolen. Thank you. Wow.
CPT tipped
Unreal.
$200 just because.
Thank you, just because CBT is amazing. Thanks, dude. But you could have just bid on the NFT. All right. So this one, if it's not, I mean, you know, I still think it's okay. It's really like these are just consolidating. They're range bound. Kind of reminds me of YFII-ish a little bit. I think above 424. What is it really? It's right that wick high, man. It's like XLM a little bit too. January 5th, right? That was created. That's, look how you respected it on March 4th, and you're trying to break it, but you failed. You can't get above it. So until you get above it, man, I mean, it's like that's the big breakout point, I think, kind of like you break that, you're going to 480, but probably eventually 525. All right, I mean, a mini X, A, B, C, D, like we saw on several other assets. So not the best looking of them, but it's like triple bottom stuff, 3 different
Mitch,
valleys.
We know you don't necessarily condone scalping, but I have a question. If an asset is all the great signs we look for, is it a bad move to trade the small swings, hourly or lower? Is there a strategic reason not to do this?
Is it a bad move to trade the small swings, hourly or lower? I mean, I don't do that. But I mean, anyone could try it if they wanted to and develop their own system for shorter time scale swing trading with my system. But again, it's just everything's so unreliable in those time scales. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't do it. And the strategic reason you don't do it is because it's not reliable. That's it. And I mean, like, is it bad to trade the small swings? Well, the small swings, do you have a trading plan? I mean, do you know, like, and is it equitable? Is that 3-to-1 reward risk? You know, I mean, like, you have to answer all those questions, and then normally you'll say no on one of those, and then it's like no point then, right? Answering, or not, no point doing it if you answer no on one of those questions. So I don't know, man. This one's okay, but it's like there are better looking assets out there than CGLD currently. It's okay though. It's probably gonna move up with everything else if we keep the altcoins going. Like Bitcoin cools off and these altcoins catch bids. That is not the case today at all. So. DXY, US dollar index. Wow, that 236 and got obliterated. Yeah, I mean, like what happened on the DXY is pretty interesting here. There's an ice line back from April of 2016, right? You tried to break it, you've now up thrusted. You up thrusted, you bearishly engulfed yesterday, and you're starting to get follow through. So anything below 91.92 is bad, and you're below it. You're not above it. So yeah, you broke out, but man, what happens with that money printer? What's up, Dana? Why?
Is that a joint?
Is that like the race car driver or something? I don't even remember. No, it's a businessman. Oh, UFC. All right, president. Sorry. What was I thinking? About the race car driver? Yeah, whatever. NASCAR, UFC. Okay. So, I mean, it's still like, if you're talking about it practically, you would think there's more upside on it, but man, they just passed a $1.9 trillion bill today, like confirmed. So, how does that affect the DXY? It's probably not good. So, fundamentals are terrible for this asset. Awful. But yeah, great on it having weekly bullish divergence and the falling wedge and hidden ice line and a deep retrace. Those are all great ingredients for a reversal, but depending on how weak the trend is, will dictate how high the retrace goes. Or just makes another freaking lower high than previous highs and dumps again to lower prices. I don't know. I'm going to Google that too. All these people. Thank you, all the Danas. Oh. Was it? Oh yeah, the what was it again? Saturday Night Live. What was the name of the movie he would do all the time? Wayne's World? Wayne's World! Right? Party time. Okay. So you think it could go higher, but I mean, if you're below an ice line, it's like anything above that and holding above it and confirming prices above it for a while would lead you to believe the probability is higher. It would start rallying to at least the previous local high. But you're not doing that. You got to get back above it. So, wow, Anthony. Someone else asked for loot. We were going to it next.
Can you please look at looted dumped yesterday? Is this the bottom or further downside?
Thanks, dude. Nano, Tezos. Other things too. Chat can answer and chime in. So, next one. Oh, I guess it was loot. Did it just pump and dump already? Oops. It's like loot to wrapped ether, right? Yep. I see it did the pumpy dumpy stuff, you know, and it's still fine. I mean, it's still like technically like okay. It's I don't think you want to fall below 6.7 cents. Right? Why do I have that plotted there? Was it on the daily I plotted it? Yeah, I mean, you're fine above 6.7 cents, right? That high point on 26th of January. If you fall below it, I mean, like the next low is like 4.4 cents. So you're still in an uptrend until you fall below 4.4 cents. So I don't know, man. It's a really low liquid asset. It's new. There's not much data. It looked like it was getting ready for higher prices. It did, but then it pulled back with the rest of these altcoins, while Bitcoin has been like stealing the show, except for a couple. So, I mean, nothing's implying upside right now. Not on the daily. I mean, there was hidden bullish divergence, and the hidden bullish divergence played out. Impending price action continuation. You got the continuation, pull back, but and now you're just building negative momentum again. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird one, man. A real weird one. Probably a demand line here too. You think about that demand line there. Could fall all the way down to 4.7 cents. You'd still be making a higher low, and you'd hit the demand line. So there's downside potential, but you stay above 6.7 cents. Maybe it rallies again, because that's that major support resistance on the daily. Sorry, man. It's like weird asset. Dude, T-Fuel, right? Yeah. Thanks, CBT, man. That was another trade. I think we far exceeded those targets like crazy.
CPT tipped $100. Theta is cool, but holy crap, ADA fuel.
So good. Thank you, man. The 3 rising valleys that was like breaking out. It was such an easy way to size that risk. Yeah, the thing is, I only did 2 targets. Probably should have done 3, right? Probably should have done 3 on T-Fuel, right? I mean, the 1618 at 5.3 cents. And if I was going to do a third target, it probably would have been 7.4 cents. Just a 2618. That's what we've been having to do on these lately, because they just go nuts. So it was just like really tight stop below the breakout.
I just got off the phone with Jerome Powell, and he told me that we're good for the rest of the year. Just to send a fax over with the details.
Oh wow, President Bitcoin's in chat. Let's go to thank you. Thank you. We won't sue you now. So it was like, okay, gone. And then like it hits the 2618, 3618, 4236. Dude, gone. Like literally stupid, man. Stupid insanity. Traditional technical analysis applied to untraditional S coins, right? Crazy. Thank you, CBT. That's 300 on the day, man. Giving Gavin Crown a run for his money, man. All right, Ford Motors. Beautiful. Freaking going to the 618. Unstoppable. Beast lording. Parabolic. Since the pattern completion zone. What's up, Sam Masters? Going Super Saiyan God level.
Sam Masters tipped $24.24. Happy hump day, Mitch. Could we add buying to the list?
Yep, Beyond Meat, sure. Thank you for going Super Saiyan God. So Ford is like from a long time ago. Wow. Are you like calling out Gavin or something? Let's run some mo. All right.
CPT took $200. Let's run some more.
All right. Arrogance levels rising. Thanks for the 500 on the day, CP. Tay. I'm extremely grateful, man. I don't even know what to say. Like, thank you. So would you be pleased? Are you pleased with Ford Motors that is like, you know, that just common target 618 is about to get hit in the next few days? But really, the major resistance is 1737. So say it breaches the 618. I mean, that's probably where it's headed. Like, look at the historical price action between 883 and 1730, right? It's like straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So why would it not eventually get to straight up again at 1737? That'd be a third target for sure. An 88% retrace. Pretty much see the top of the harmonic pattern. Perfect. Here's your Ford Motors. Straight line up on the weekly. Like almost no pullback. Nice volume signature. Nice back test of a spring. Just a specimen that would educate the masses for a generation. All right. People would learn so much.
Nothing like buzz, beer, and crypto.
All right. Yeah, thank you, George. Whatever your preference is, but really, it's here we go. On the monthly, right? Say we're talking like way out. This was an investment, dividends reinvested. You got targets, more major targets, because this harmonic is not a joke. It is such a large structure over a decade, where you're talking from the all-time high of 1999 to this lowest low after that, November 2008. You're talking 2359, 2967, 3741, and then eventually 4726. Hey, what's up, Smitty, man? Dude, PSXP, absolutely. I went long on it today, and I'll be holding it for 6 months plus. At least 2 rounds of dividends, okay? Thank you, man. Phillips, 66. So yeah, you got the short-term targets, okay, but you got the long-term investment targets compounding with those dividends, okay? No, are there no dividends on Ford? Okay, maybe not. Maybe one day they'll. TradingView saying no. I don't know, but anyway, this is just long-term play. Ford. Eventually, we're gonna get a pullback, and it'll be a nice 38, 50%, maybe 618 pullback, but. You got to understand, long term, this thing is setting up for stupidly high prices. And it's because of electric vehicles has brought this asset back to life. Yep. It was an 8% dividend. They cut it because of COVID, right? Okay. So maybe it'll come back, right? You get rewarded. All right, Ford, done. All right, XLM, which has been very disappointing. Just one of the S coins that never took off and then got hit like everything else. Can't break the 200 moving average. Struggling here, to hold. I mean, technically, as long as it makes a higher low than 39.2 cents, it's still showing accumulation. Really disappointing, and back below that kind of, I think, pretty critical area back from January 7th. Struggling, but it's not over yet. It's not dead yet. Just could have been a lot better. That's it. I mean, remember Zcash? We did the comparative analysis. It's almost identical in the structure. So either the bids come in or they don't, man.
What do you think about Voyager VGX/BQX? Breakouts soon?
I don't know, man. It's broken out several times in the past, and it was nuts. Well, look, guys, another illiquid S coin that goes insane. Well, we have a new bid. All right, I think I'm gonna start accepting these. Okay, 2 people have bid 0.1 wrapped ether, 0.10 wrapped ether. Okay, so these are people. There are 20. They're purchasing 1. I believe. I don't even know. I think that's how it goes, right? You're not bidding on all of them. You're just bidding on 1. Chaylin, are you out there? Is that how it works? If I accept, they get 1 of the 20. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, we posted the NFT link. Here you go. I'll just pin the NFT link today, whatever. Here you go. So the NFT link is pinned. All right. It's correct. All right, Jalen. Thank you. All right, let's see what happens. accepting one of the bids? This is the first one ever on Stream Chat, ever. So you're witnessing just, hey, we're doing things fun and it's new and all that. Oh, it says bidding on. Dang it, Chaylin man. Yeah, he's bidding on 20 of 20. Oh wow, do I have to pay a gas fee to receive? Huh? Wait, I have to pay a $43 gas fee in order to accept a bid? What a joke, man. I can't accept it right now. And so, Chaylin, I don't think that's right, man. Look, it says right here, dude. 186 for 20 of 20. Someone's trying to buy all 20, right? How does that work, dude? I thought it was going to be 1 of 20. So, transaction cost? Yeah, I guess so. Well, I'll deal with it later. I don't have, it's just no point, and it just disrupts his whole stream. So, if someone wants to buy 20 of them, yeah, it's not going to be, it's going to be more than that, so. He's not buying. AJ Productions, what are you talking about? He is buying 2020, or you're just literally wrong with your wording? Well, I'll have to re-up my account to do these fees then. All right, we'll figure it out. So yeah, dude. I mean, terrible. I mean, these altcoins effing suck right now. But like, if Bitcoin just stops being really volatile, then these altcoins will have a chance. It's the volatility. Look at the BVol, still so elevated. You know, it's been dropping. You know, but it's still. This is why you're seeing like $2,000 swings in Bitcoin. That actually is percentage change is pretty crazy, right? You're just at high levels. Just think about where you are on Bitcoin volatility right now. You are at where you were when Bitcoin capitulated and saw 3150 in late 2018. You are at where Bitcoin was on volatility when it hit almost $14,000 as buying climax. That's where you are. You're in that area. You're at a level August 2017, September 2017, right? You're just at a level where volatility happens. And if Bitcoin's volatile, then the altcoins kryptonite has always been Bitcoin volatility. So the algos freak out, and when Bitcoin's up on the day, they might be down 8 to 10%. Just where we are in the cycle, I guess. D-Money, I still would have to pay a crap load in gas fees to mint it in that situation. I was trying to circumvent the gas fee psychotic craziness by just making it a non-sale price and making it a bid auction thing. So 3 minutes until your daily candle close. Yeah, you better pray for not a double top. Jeez. You really soon just want to be breaking through all-time highs in the next few days. You don't want to spend much time consolidating up here, because just one top, a second top, and then you could have bearish divergence that forms. That's definitely what you don't want. But the good news is no supply and one of the most bullish assets on the planet. So you got that going for you, which is nice. So here we are, right? Dude, I don't know, man. It's just so we now have wow, we have 4 bids at between $180 and $200 for one of the 20 NFTs. That's 4 raries. I don't see I see wrapped ethers. Anyway, man, we'll figure it out. It's new stuff, and it's like it's like you learn as you go thing. You can read about it and watch videos on it, but until you start going through the process of like this, like you don't really learn. You got to be kind of hands-on. Thank you, AJ Productions. Yeah, $40 gas fee. Check my collectibles. Huh? Don't even know how to check my collectibles, dude. Anyway, so we're just less than a minute till you're closed. You're about to technically bearishly engulf, I guess, on one. It's more of an indecision candle, but it's an indecision candle at an 88% retrace. So the bear shark pattern is still valid. I mean, that's where a pullback could happen. If a bear shark happened, then you could get a 50% retrace, and that would be a bullish 5-0 eventually, right? Think about it, it reverses the 886 and goes to back test $52,000, right? I mean, because it's never done that. It could go back test what was once resistance and become support before going higher. You always got to think about that. It's not going to just go, sometimes it just doesn't go straight up, man. String copy, man. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't. Go ahead and do that, fella. Thank you. So new day has been born, chat. We did it. Highest close, highest daily candle close since all-time highs February 22nd. All right, beautiful. Look at it. So nice, man. Look at it. I mean, second highest close ever? Very, very close. Oh man, it was so close. We gotta scale out. Look how much we have to scale out to see. Yes, it is officially and technically your third highest candle close of all time on the daily. What's up, Desert Bird Media?
Can you check Riot? JP Morgan adding it to a crypto exposure basket soon.
We can look at it. Riot, yep. Crazy straight line, up, down. Really tough to do technicals on it because of how insane it went, right? But, man, did not close higher than we did on February 19th. Technically yesterday, right? So maybe today we get the first highest candle close ever. That would be amazing. But just know we're at an 88% retrace in the 4 hour. And you could always pull back before going higher. And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It wouldn't be like the end of everything, you know? Like, just remember, you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row of green. So you always can get one of these red indecision candles, you know, like no problem. And then the tomorrow ends up being the big one, right? So just understand that, hey, what if we get indecision candle today and altcoins are able to run finally, right? Yeah. That'd be cool with me. Oh, I have no idea if I accept data for NFT. I don't even know how that works, right? So, like, I've seen people can. What in the? So there you go. We're now selling off after the engulfing candle in the 4 hour, to where maybe we could go back test 55K, which is just a psychological support resistance, the rounded 0s and 5 number. So we'll see, man. It's had a nice run. And there's nothing wrong with a mini pullback for a while before going higher. All right, we look at Ethereum too on its close since the local on the 8 stuff, down 1% on the new day. So this is exactly like, even if these patterns don't play out, this is normally like what you get. You maybe a flag, a bull flag or something, or consolidate before going higher. So this was a stronger argument for why it could reverse here, because there's just congestion historically, right? So you think like, where could it go if it was just going to make a common retrace? Put high. I mean, you haven't made a 23% retrace yet, so it's not even valid. I mean, when you get down to 1738, then you can say, all right, this is valid low to high, and then your just common retrace between 1515 and 1653. That's normally where an asset would go to retrace commonly before going higher, but it's just probably dependent on Bitcoin, what Bitcoin does. So don't know how it could go much lower if Bitcoin just keeps rallying. And thanks for the 1,839 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, a sub. We got about 462 likes. All right. Okay. Oh, we got another bid. A couple more bids have come in. Wow. So demand for the.
I'm back, and I beat COVID.
Benji, congratulations on beating COVID, man. You did it, dude. Fantastic. Thanks, man, for surviving. Cheers. All right, so we're at, I don't know, man. Like, I'll have to put a $500 in my Wrapped Ether account or something to even accept these. So, all right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bids, 6 legitimate bids for this NFT, one of the 20 NFTs. All right. It's a learning experience. I have no idea what I'm doing, kind of, with that. So what request was, looked at that one. Looked at Theta Fuel. Oh, I think Beyond Meat was the next one. Some Nero.
Can we check FUV?
Yep. We'll look at FUV. Sure. Jeez. So pretty interesting chart here. I mean, this was like a dragon at one point, a double bottom, right? A second bottom at a critical area, a support, major support. You're very deep levels now, deep retrace levels. So very good to see that. I mean, this is where we could see maybe a bullish bat pattern near the PCZ. Not much of an edge on the 4 hour I'm seeing, but look, you just go XA, B, C, very close. And then the 886. Boom. That's a textbook bullish. It's right there. It's like the bullish bat, bullish Garley stuff. 55.8% in between the 618, the 50%. So deep. I mean, this is it, man. Like, this is the area where major reversals do occur, and it makes there's so much more strength to the argument because of look at where the low risk area is. Look what happens historically when you get down to these levels long enough. You eventually run up to test 166 to 172, the top of the range, where you break it. All right, that's Beyond Meat at a pretty good level here. Any help on the daily though? Yes. Wow, Beyond Meat looks really good because there's hidden bullish divergence, and it's really well developed at that 88% retrace. So, I mean, it could be an area where one takes a long. I mean, you don't want to be messing with it below 120, really. Not really. It's like it's between 120 and 116. You can see that zone there. That's the danger zone. You fall below that, you're probably screwed. You go to much lower prices. Based on history, that's what you do every time. But if you hold that long enough, you'd rally. And the fact that you have a harmonic here at the PCZ, it may never get down to that ice line, because of the harmonic. Right? It might be time. It might be time to take a long. One could if they wanted. It's reasonable. Right? You're combining the lower risk areas, the ice line. You're on top of the harmonic, on top of the daily hidden bullish divergence that's extremely well developed. That's it. I mean, targets on this would be 182.50, which is C, even though we could go 160, 172 because it's the top of the channel. That might be more prudent of a target, but if you're talking just harmonic trading, C and A, you're looking at like that. 182 and 220-ish.
Take a look at dollar you and I Mitch.
Now you got a reaction low. We'll see if we get a reversal low. You might get the lower low double bottom here and hit that ice line and show 4-hour bullish divergence. Then that would really be the signal to go long. So you might chop around here for a while. You might run up, make a lower high, and then double bottom. Lower low, same low, or higher low, double bottom. Okay, that's what we'll be looking for on Beyond Meat. Very, very nice looking chart here. This is the kind of stuff we look for. Okay, they're bidding for one copy. Sweet.
Hi Mitch, can you please take a look at ZRX Ops? Thanks so much.
What's up, Don? Yep. Xerox, another sad and a performer. Above critical areas, just not catching bids, unfortunately. You just can't. The bids don't come in, they don't come in. But until it falls below that critical area and it's like stop out and stuff and you're screwed, patience. That's all I can tell you. Patience. Oh yeah, it's true. I'm accepting Wrapped Ether on an NFT that says Bitcoin only. Yeah, that's true, but that's true. Nice one, Brandon. Brandon Hepner. Don't disagree. But still, do it for the spirit of things, alright? If you're at a restaurant eating a steak, Bitcoin only. That's what I mean, not Bitcoin only to make transactions. Okay. What a joke. All right, next one. Oh, PSXP. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, man, look at this chat. Y'all gonna be like, what the? I mean, it can get better than this. It can be better, but you just gotta understand this asset. All right, right angle, descending, broadening formation, bullish, higher lows, one bottom, second bottom. Look at the daily here. Hidden bullish divergence just played out. You're at a resistance here, but it's a very kind of weaker resistance. Let me show you how ridiculous this is. This is the year 2013. You just confirmed one bottom, the confirmation low that's higher than the first low, and you're back above the critical ice line of $28 to $29. You're above it. And you're showing locally, really quietly, more accumulation. So once this asset breaks above like $32, this thing could go insane. This is a 11.89% dividend stock, right? That's the yield on this. And where this asset is such a low risk area for a long, right? I took a very reasonable position long today with dividends reinvested, and I'm gonna sit on this. I think it's better than holding frickin' the DXY, better than holding cash. So I'm a oil and gas connected to the sector that's been reversing, if you haven't noticed. And if it fails, it fails. It's low risk. It's stupidly low risk, okay? You just failed to break to all-time lows. Like, you broke to all-time lows, but I'm saying you failed. The bears failed to get the price below the all-time low from 2013 for very long, right? They tried, they failed, they tried again, they failed, and more market participants own the asset than before, and they tried again, they failed, more market participants own it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on here. This thing could eventually see 42.57 and $57 again, all right? Phillips 66 Partners. All right, boom, roasted. That's it. There's your Phillips, your PSXP, position trade or investment grade opportunity, not a swing trade at all. This is position. This is a long-term hold, like a 3 to 6 month long hold in one's retirement account. All right. Paxo Flow, thanks so much for joining the Patreon, dude. Sorry to sell that. Please be sure to see the Patreon, the Discord, my man. Thank you. Okay, you're being warned. Warning was sent. Okay, that's it. That's all I can say. Been here before. Wow, some hidden bullish divergence is beginning to develop on BQX. It was in a parabolic run on the daily, and then it kind of just fell out of it, but didn't really, not much effect when it broke that nuanced trend line, you know. But look, hidden divergence going sideways. If it holds 532 long enough, man, it could eventually pop again. But it'd be nice to see the negative momentum instead of like staying like large histogram wicks being like low, right? You'd like to see it start losing that negative momentum, getting closer to neutral again. You don't have that yet. I mean, maybe if you start catching some bids, and that's where we look for the 4 hour. Maybe we have classic divergence or hidden divergence on the 4 hour that could usher in the maturation of this potential hidden bullish divergence on the daily, right? Flagging maybe. Pivoting, symmetrical triangle, whatever could be kind of going on here on BQX. Well, it's kind of gorgeous in ways a little bit, but maybe not. Remember, we had 2 really successful like trade setups that were extremely educational here. I hit targets, exceeded them, great. So now we're just at a new level. It's just new. That's a wild looking chart. It is holding so well. Where traders settled up their lowest point February 23rd, you've held it 4 different times now. But the problem is kind of locally, you're now distributions going on. Every time you bounce off of that same low, lower highs. So less market participants owning this asset than before. That could be possibly an indication of downside. And this is obviously why there's been no way that the daily could mature like or really develop in its hidden divergence because of this. That's tough, man. So I guess it's easy to size up risk. Anything below 532, you want nothing to do with it probably. I mean, yeah, scam wicks and stuff like that, but look how far it could fall. You could go to 340 if it really catches a big break below 532, but hold above that long enough, you're going back up to 725. After 725, you're going $10. Yeah, 10 friggin' dollars. Pretty wild looking chart here. Nice. So again, our 3rd highest level of all time where Bitcoin settled up yesterday. Yesterday was like 15 minutes ago, and we're just continuing to climb again on the new day.
PHAUSTT on Huobi, another low risk high opportunity asset. The 2.0 privacy infrastructure. The only one.
Thought we looked at that yesterday and it looked pretty good. Unless I've
live, ask Gavin Wood. Kangs.
Unless my memory betrays me. Don't believe, ask Gavin Wood. I want to ask Gavin Crown what he thinks about FA to the US dollar. But I don't know if he's probably not here. Oh, the next one, man. Okay, that one. How do you bid on the NFT? Great question. Riot looks like it's a dragon, like a dragon breakout. You broke out of the dragon, right? One valley, a second valley, lower low. It's XABC going on D. It's a bearish cipher, bearish sharp action, right? That's Riot on the 4 hour at least, you know, something like that. Fa. Oops. I think you got. Oh, he's still here. Yeah. He's here.
Or whatever the F it is can go F itself. Go.
Fa can go fa itself. Alright, get wrecked, Fa. You were neutralized. No tendies for you. Thank you for the Fas. Just so you see what I'm saying, kind of like it's just doing the traditional wave stuff. You know, the wave analysis that we get over and over and over across all markets. X, A, B, C, you're working on D, right? And where does D normally end? If it's reversing majorly. Oh, this is perfect, dude. 786 is right. Wow. Look where the 786 is, chat. On Riot.
Always be aware of your TA surroundings.
Ross Al Ghul. Isn't that from like Batman or something? Thank you so much for the Batman. Thank you, dude.
Is that a joint?
So where is the PCZ of the bearish harmonic on Riot? It just happens to be at the low point from October of 2010, kind of TA Tetris. So that could be where the upside would take Riot to blockchain if it was to continue to higher prices. I think it is dependent on Bitcoin, but X marks the spot, dude. That's probably where it could go. It's building, right? There was, in the end, I guess, hidden bullish divergence, kind of tough to. And then locally, you kind of had bullish divergence if you went from one valley to the next one. Then you could say it was diverging before it rallied. So that might be an area we're really going to be paying attention to it. Okay, Iceline and PCZ and a 1618 confluence to confirm, to really help back that up, or back up that argument. See, that's like better than Bitcoin's argument. Iceline, confluence levels. All right, understand Riot. There you go. All right, next one. It's another one of the lower low dragon stuffs. Interesting spot. I've been here before. I have memory of this place. Evidently, man. But it fell below such a critical area, man. Didn't it? Okay. FUV. So, kind of tough to see on the daily. Daily looks really good. In terms of like potential hidden bullish divergence, right? Where you just have this low here, and you have almost the same low, but a little bit higher of a low, and much higher levels of negative momentum, and it's almost positive again. And here's the big thing. What's so important here is FUV is back above 1704. That's your only historical support resistance. So if you're anything above that, it's bullish. Anything above $17 is bullish, where it could run between 21.79 and 27.52. That's like your zone for a common retrace on FUV. All right. That's kind of it. I mean, I guess we could plot like that too. Trying to it broke a supply line. Look, see all the touches? You broke out, hold above 17 long enough, and I think you eventually would see 24.65 and 27.52. All right, that's FUV. If that plays out, if the T is respected, yeah, you go up to 24.65 and 27.52. All right, okay, cool. All right, ZRX. That is certainly looks. I mean, it's just really tough to be bearish here. Look at the histogram on ZRX. I know it's like really demoralizing. You bearishly engulfed yesterday, technically. You know, small, but it's real. It's there. But look at this, man. I mean, how much longer until it goes neutral to positive again, right? So the daily is backing up this 4-hour argument. 4-hour argument is this: anything above 129 to 133 is bullish, right? It's low risk. You've already back tested it, held its support. You just look at that 200 moving average. You can't break it, and no one's buying. No one's buying it right now. But again, based on the daily oscillator and where you are on the 4-hour, patience is all I can tell you until it gets stopped out. That will be done. It's a failed trade. Okay, move on, right? But if the daily TA is going to get respected on ZRX and you stay above this area long enough, the probability gets higher that you run up. You get marked up to 170 and 188. That's ZRX. Range bound near the bottom of the range, still low risk areas. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, ZRX done. Fall's gonna go fall itself. It was yesterday. It looked great. Yeah, dude. Remember yesterday? Remember literally yesterday? The 78% retrace. It was perfect. And it's just holding. But remember, though it hit the PCC, the 1618, one time, not two. You only got a reaction low. You never got the reversal low, and that sometimes you don't. But just saying, you ran up and you hit 68.8 cents, and what happened? You were unable to break it, but that's okay. Looks like there might just be some very mild form of consolidation going on, and if you break 68 cents, I'm thinking like immediately the target's gonna be like 80 cents and then 96 cents. If you ever break 96 cents, you're going to 125. That's PHA, very bullish trend, and a nice harmonic after a pullback, and that low level of the pullback was a higher low than previous low. This is perfect. This is exactly the context where you want to see harmonics. This is perfect. Okay? So eventually, fall looks like it's going to higher prices. Unless something crazy happens with Bitcoin and everything's all over and the trend reversed majorly. So, yeah, PHA looks still great. Yes. All right, got through the request. Nice. Very nice. So we're just getting closer and closer, man. Closer and closer to all-time highs. Or it could happen as early as today. I mean, that's just how close. We're only like 3% away from the highest level of all time on Bitcoin. So thanks for the 1,587 tuned in. Thanks to 574 likes. All right. Dang, dude. What? Someone bidding? Someone is bidding $542 on one of these NFTs, one of the 20 NFTs. Soy Boy, 0.3 wrapped ether bid. 0.27 wrapped ether bid. Dang, dude. All right. I'm gonna have to re-up my account so we can get that. All right. That escalated very quickly, man. Friggin' Soy Boy. So y'all think we'll be playing the Hey song later tonight with Asia awake now? Or there was just that pullback we saw on the last 4-hour candle, it was nothing burger. Clearly, if it was a real burger, this thing would be at 55K and dropping right now. It's the fact that it's just recovering so easily with such ease. Bulls still in control of this. First target still 61K, man. What's up, Nirav?
Day trading Ethonthermex went long around $1,854.93, was up quite a bit, but can't decide if I need to get out with a loss or should I wait to break even. Thank and love to watch your every live.
Thank you, Nira, but normally going long on an asset that's at a pattern completion zone of a bearish harmonic and there's congestion, really that's like doing literally the inverse of what everything is, right? I mean, that'd be like going short when there's a bullish cipher, right? You're going short, literally inversing the low risk high reward stuff, right? The harmonics, Fibonacci sequence stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't day trade, and I certainly don't day trade assets and going long on them when they hit PCZs of bearish patterns. Now, I did add to my Ethereum position down in the 1400s, the high 1400s. On the first low, it went down one more time. It's like, okay. And this is an area where someone could be taking profit. They could. But the measured move of the complex inverse head and shoulders is actually all-time highs at 2032. So there might be a little bit more upside, but you understand, right? That's it. So just still kind of climbing on a new day. Amazing, man. What about Google Trends, man? Is Bitcoin on the rise still? I mean, I know it's been uptrending. Oh, man. Trying to think here. I'm getting hungry. I've been live an hour and a half. It's like, do I get dinner first before insanity ensues? Or is Bitcoin going to even let me at this point? Dude, I can't believe you soy boy. $542 bid on one of these NFTs. That's incredible, dude. And whoever you are below, because it doesn't say your name with a 0.27 wrapped ether. Eat first. Yep. Really good idea, man. Alright, I think it's been a good stream, and we got to debut the whatever, the NFT debut. So I need to. Hold on a sec. Never mind. Alright, I'm gonna take care of this NFT stuff. I'm gonna go get some food. If Bitcoin actually starts going for it, like for real, I'll be back. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, dude. CPT, thanks for that $500 contribution, Gavin. Thanks, dude. Everyone. And thanks to the new patrons, the current patrons, where we're sitting now at 1,268 patrons. Imagine thinking like Patreon's not worth it when 3 months in a row we've had over 1,000 patrons. So that many people got in and stayed in and are in and they're happy, right? I mean, so the number of people that are patrons that support this community that's all you need to know, like at this point. Like that many people would not stick around if it wasn't worth it. So But yeah, I know people are crying about it or something, so I'll be back. Till next time, respect to the TA.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.